Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sweat, and the final map that I'm bringing you from the First Strike DLC is Stadium. Make sure everybody go through the ticket gate, and do not advance if you do not have a ticket. Uh, here's a wonderful look at the ice rink. Wasn't that great of a look, was it? um, Unfortunately, you're not allowed to dolphin dive across the ice rink and slide as far as you can. And my infatuation with Ketchup kind of got me in trouble there. You'll see this guy kind of owns me this map, but that's right. I end up having a pretty good game. This right here, this little walkway, is where a lot of action centers. This whole stadium rink is where a lot of action centers throughout the game. This spot right here in particular is very good because you see they spawn, they run right in there, and I'm able to show you a little later. You can actually look over the spawn point, and get them before they come in that building. And then you also see the scaffolding eventually, how you can get in another way when they got however many enemy troops are pretty much camping up there. Here's the scaffolding I was speaking of. It really, you can look over everything, the whole map you'll see here. The big issue with this is, I don't know if anybody's familiar with plywood. It's not the most sturdy material. So you will definitely get shot through the plywood here. And one of the comments was that my buddies are giving me a hard time with is the good afternoon or the good evening everybody, the good afternoon everybody, and the good morning everybody. Of my introduction. And while I'm on this side of the map, I'll again, this kid owns me this whole game. While I'm on this side of the map in the action center over here, I'll give you a quick rundown. In the Marine Corps, in boot camp, what they do is you have to give the proper greeting of the day to whoever you're speaking to. So, if I wanted to speak to my senior drill instructor, first of all, you have to say sir at the beginning of everything. So it's sir, and then you have to give the proper greeting of the day. If you have not had breakfast yet, so if it's after midnight in the morning hours, and if you have not had breakfast yet, scratch that. If you've not had lunch yet, that's what it is. If you haven't had lunch yet and it's in the morning, the proper greeting is, sir, good morning, sir. And then you ask to do whatever you need to do. Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Sweat, request permission to make a head call. And then he says no, and then you have to sit there and hope you don't piss all over yourself. All right. So if you haven't had lunch yet, it's, sir, good morning, sir. All right. If you've had lunch and you haven't had dinner yet, it's, sir, good afternoon, sir. And then followed by your request. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, recruit, Sweat, request permission to make a head call, sir. No. Okay. Well, I hope I don't piss on myself. And then, after you've had dinner, that's when you say good evening. So, in this case, I should really be saying good morning, because even though it's 1 p.m. here in Louisiana, I haven't had lunch yet. So, I should have said good morning. That's my fault, guys. I'm sorry I messed up that already. The whole greeting of the day thing would kind of help us out. And you see some of these rooms that I'm able to go in this back. It's kind of beneficial when you're back here, simply because they spawn again right there in front of you, and they'll be able to come through and filter right through that door. And this building back here, a lot of guys camping this, and it's just basically spawn camping, and it's really, really frustrating. And this is where one time I'm able to get back at this guy who's been owning me the whole map. But the greeting thing was a good way, if you were starving, to get your point across to the drill instructors that you haven't eaten yet and you really want to eat. Because you'd get the whole platoon of 80 plus recruits to all ask questions at the same time. And when I say that is, say it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you're still saying good morning, and all of a sudden you got 8 people, asking to make head calls or asking a question, and everybody starts it with, sir, good morning, sir. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, they're thinking, why are they still saying good morning? Somebody hasn't brought these recruits to chow yet. And it worked in the afternoon too. So it's kind of, we kind of wised up a little bit as boot camp progressed, and we're able to get our point across, if you will, to please feed us, we're dying over here. And well, for the most part of boot camp, you actually get your 3 meals a day. And for me, lucky enough, I was a skinny little twig. and I actually got double rations. I got to eat twice the amount, but I know at one point it was taken away from me because so many of the larger recruits, if you will, were faking double ration papers and forging them just so they could finally get enough food because they had been cut short because they'll do reduced rations as well. All right, guys. Glad I was able to mix a little bit of a story in there and explain the good morning, the good afternoon, and good evening for you. Good evening for you. This concludes the First Strike DLC. Going to start up a lot of dual comms. Hopefully do the podcast with Chaz soon. So you guys stay tuned. Subscribe, comment, rate my videos if you like them. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a great evening. Great afternoon, if you will. And thanks for watching.